Hey, Brian Kelsey here, chatting with you about the for sale by owner listing presentation you do on your very first walkthrough. These are things that will get the buy owner to shift from I'm not ready to list with you to by the 30 minutes when you're done presenting a few of these ideas, you're going to see that the buy owner will start to shift from not ready to contemplative to then maybe deadline oriented to ready to list. And none of this information is about you or your company or anything like that. It's all about them. It's like going on a date. If you just talked about you, how boring, how uninteresting. The goal is when you're meeting somebody, talk about them. Well, this presentation I'm sharing with you has made rock stars out of realtors who learned how do you talk about other people and information that's relevant to them. So here is the tax record. What I'm going to walk you through here is this document. We talked about this LEAP form becomes your presentation you're going to make at the kitchen table after you've done the tour of the property. Really briefly here, one of the first things we talked about was something called hidden Zillow, where you show the seller, this is prominent Zillow, this is hidden Zillow. So watch that video. And also, you're going to talk to them about the move up record report, which I gave you a video on. And you're going to trigger that, the move up market, really when you get to this right here about appreciation. And you're going to be able to say, since many of our home buyers move every 2 to 4 years, is the area appreciating at 2 to 4% or whatever percent your market is? And say one of the indicators of that oftentimes is your move up market. Is it healthy? Are there a lot of move up buyers? And you're going to pull that page out right then and there and go through that vignette. These are not scripts. Agents are always like, give me a script for, that might get you in the door, the script. But after that, almost everything in America, the buy owner programs, you're completely on your own. This is an end-to-end FSBO presentation that we're equipping you with. So back to our third document, and that's called right here. Here we go. The tax record. Okay. And here we go. The screen locked up on me here. Switch one more time. Okay. The tax record. Now, what are you going to learn from the tax record in the property? You can see the first thing is their home address doesn't match the property address doesn't match the home address. What's that mean? Well, it means it was a rental property, or it means they inherited the property. You just know it wasn't their primary residence. Would that be a good idea for you to know before you went over to a buy owner's property, even a friend's house to list it, or any situation? Always check the tax record. But the purpose of this is to look at a few different features here. And one of them is right here. What's the median price of properties near the subject? Now, these people are asking $420,000, and we want to be able to show them that we can see they're below the median price, which we thought was a good thing that might affect appreciation. And the seller's going, oh, well, I didn't know that about my area. And now it may be higher than the median, then you don't say that. All right, let's move down to the big thing you're going to share with the seller, and that is what's called their AVM. And that, as you might know, is called the automated valuation model. And you can see this one here has the property value at 364,000. Let's go round it there. And remember, the seller is asking 420 for their property, and their AVM, and we're going to share with the seller whether this is above their price or below their price. We want to be able to say to them some kind of comment about it. But let's say that they're asking 420, and we're saying, well, the AVM said 364. Now, we know enough, because I'm an asset manager as a real estate agent. I help people move money. I know sometimes these AVMs are completely wrong. However, a lot of people think that they're right. And I'm about done with my analysis, but I wanted to certainly see your property. And in part because the AVM is so much different than your asking price, which leads to a great question, and that's to be able to say to the buy owner, may I ask you, did you have 2 or 3 agents come out here, take a look at it, or an appraiser, and just see what the seller says? If they say, no, my sister's a realtor, well, now you know. If you ask the right questions, the seller will really reveal things that you need to know to help present a solution in the end. So now let's say the AVM said 900,000 and they're asking 420, or let's use a better number, 420, and it says 475. And the seller may say to you, do you think we're too low? What we want the seller to do is ask you questions about your opinion regarding the marketplace. Now you went from a stranger to an expert in the property. So showing the AVM is really important. And why it matters to them is it's relevant because it's their record. And they're like, well, that's not right, or whatever they're going to say. But you can learn how objective sellers are, see how they react to it. And we've got to present items to sellers to see how they will respond to situations in their marketplace. So there's 5 documents. The first one we talked about was the move up record. Another one was called the Zillow, hidden Zillow. And now this is their tax record. One thing, of course, to be looking for on the tax record is to see if their property expired recently, or in this case, this house expired over the years 4 times. And some sellers sometimes want to know what that all means. But in any case, know the tax record. We get paid a lot of money for short-term relationships, and it really is our responsibility to them that we know the data. What data? Data that's all about them. All right. So I'm going to just zoom out for 1 second here as we wrap up this video. This is a presentation that I've done for years with when I co-list with agents where I don't have to go to the property. We can load it here. I've done so many Zoom meetings with sellers using this format. So, any case, this is the end of this video. We were talking about how to read their tax record, how to present their tax record, and again, you bring in 5 documents with you. Every document is about them. Thank you.